Hey y'all, Professor Haston here, and I wanted to come to you today with my weekly message. This one is about waiting. I don't know about you, but I hate to wait. Doctor's appointments, interviews, auditions. I'm also an actor. It's one of these things where I know it's a necessary part of things. It's still maddening, infuriating, and frustrating. And I came to realize that the reason that it's so hard to wait is because it comes with uncertainty. And so the thing that makes it difficult for connoisseurs like myself is you can't plan. You can't do anything because you're waiting and you're in this limbo. Because even when you get a no, and it really, really, really sucks to get rejected, it's an answer. And so then you're not in a holding pattern anymore, and you can figure out, okay, well, this is what I'm going to do now because there's no. And the truth is that depending on where you're living, and like what decision you're waiting on, wait stands for two different things. Wait is when all is in transition, or in the darker days and the really frustrating ones is when all is terrible, because it's one of those things where you get so wrapped up in what you think might happen or what you think could happen, and you can't function. And one of the things that I do when I'm in that situation is I think about the following three questions and I answer it for myself. It's not foolproof, but I invite you to try it the next time that you are waiting on something and getting frustrated. I think the danger is when waiting becomes synonymous with worrying. And so to combat that, I have these three tips, these three questions that I need you to answer. So the first one is, what is it that you want? Clearly defining what you want helps you go after it. The second question is, what are you doing to get it? And if you're doing everything you can possibly do to get it, you're great. And then the third thing is, how is that working out for you? The reason that I ask that question is because it's really important to know, is there something that's external that's affecting you? Like, you don't get to make the decision, somebody else gets to make the decision, because that's super maddening. But it also is very freeing because it means that you can let it go. If you're doing everything you can possibly do to control a great outcome, then you can be safe and secure in the knowledge that you're doing everything that you can do. And the decision rests with someone else. And so while it is easier said than done to say, try not to worry about it, try not to worry about it. The other thing too is that sometimes people can be very well-meaning but don't know how frustrating they make it when they say to you, don't worry about it. It's like the worst advice in the history of ever. Also, things happen for a reason. Listen, I'm a woman of God. I definitely know that God has a plan. It's not always comforting to hear about it in the moment of uncertainty and frustration. So the thing that I would invite you to do is the next time that you're waiting, make sure that it's waiting and not worrying. And the second that you decide that you're going to worry, ask yourself those three questions. And if the last question is you're doing everything you can possibly do, take a deep breath, do it with me, and now let it go. You've done everything you can possibly do, and just understand there are other people out there waiting. And in those difficult moments, reach out to a friend, reach out to somebody who will listen to you, and even use the words like, please don't tell me it's all going to be okay. Please don't tell me this. I just need you to hear about my waiting and the frustration that I'm feeling. And you know, it's really funny how people respond when you tell them exactly what you want. All right, folks, I hope you're having a great week. This is the professor signing off.